He would be given the best future possible. They also told me that Devon had already prepared several wedding plans for me to choose from. I booked a flight for 3 days later. After returning to the villa, I began clearing out the bedroom drawers, years of keepsakes I had carefully saved, the love letters Mason had written to me, and the photos we had taken together. By the time I finished packing my luggage, Mason came home. "You're still up this late." His gaze swept over the messy closet and the suitcase beside it. His tone was relaxed. "Why are you suddenly sorting through clothes and organizing the closet? Going on a trip?" I didn't answer his question. Instead, I asked calmly, "Did you take Natalie home?" "Yeah, her apartment's pretty remote. It really is hard to get a taxi there." "Oh." I lowered my head and turned to leave. The next second, Mason wrapped his arms around me from behind. The rose perfume clinging to him made me feel slightly nauseous. It was Natalie's scent. Instinctively, I pushed him away. His body stiffened. He looked at me for 2 seconds, then let out a laugh. "You're still mad about the bouquet? Don't be so petty." He stood up, loosening his tie, his tone helpless, like he was coaxing a child. "All right, I'll order you a bigger bouquet tomorrow. Let's wash up and get some sleep. I've got a meeting in the morning." With that, he headed toward the bathroom. I watched his back, and said softly, "I promised my parents I'd return to Montalvia to get married in a week." Mason's hand froze on the bathroom doorknob. When he turned back, his patience had clearly run out. His brows knit together in irritation. "Madison, stop making trouble. I told you, I'm the CEO. I can't just impulsively throw together a wedding without any planning. Marriage is something between the two of us. We can't rush into it just because of some promise you made with your best friend." Then, I took a deep breath, holding on to the last thread of hope. "If I were pregnant, would you give me and the baby a home?" His expression faltered for a moment, then he lifted a hand and pressed his fingers to his temple. "A wedding and having a child are both major life events. I want everything to happen according to plan. Madison, the Ryder Group has many important projects right now. This is a critical stage in my career. Getting married at this moment would only distract me and disrupt all my plans. So don't use pregnancy as an excuse. I want to welcome the child when everything is properly prepared." His words fell like stones, each one crashing heavily into my heart. The pain was unbearable. In that moment, I decided to put away every last expectation I had. Seeing my reddened eyes, Mason sighed, his expression softening. "Just wait one more year. Once my career stabilizes,